Hi there! Today I thought I would do some makeup and also kind of talk to you guys about how everything is going here where I am. Um, I'm just gonna do some light makeup. I mean, what's the point in doing heavy makeup during quarantine? I am planning to do some yoga tonight with my sister-in-law when she gets back from work. She is a security guard, so they've been told that they still have to go in, whereas I've been working from home for what seems like forever now, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna start with putting on some moisturizer. I kind of do a cocktail, so let me show you what I use. So first I use this eczema calming Vaseline. This stuff is really good if you have eczema. I have some on top of, oh, there it is. Like you can see it on top of my eyes. That's where I tend to get it. I used to get it up on my hairline as well, but lately it's just been around my eyes. But I do like using this on my whole face. So this is the first part of my cocktail. I also add in this Josie Maran argan oil. And lately I've been adding in the Drops of Youth from the Body Shop. This is a sample. I actually have like 3 of these sample things, and I have been loving this. I think I will actually buy the full thing. And really, they should always give you samples that are large, because that's when you really get sold on a face product. So I am sold, and I will be buying this, even though it is expensive, I hear. And then the last thing I put in is this Drops of Paradise self-tanning drops. And these keep me looking alive. I am very, very pale. And I look quite sick if I don't tan my face just a little bit. I find I don't even really need to tan the rest of my body. I just put like 1 drop in my face so that it's not like parchment white and it's looking a little bit alive. So I'm gonna mix all of these things, and I just put like a tiny bit of each thing. I love doing face cocktails. I've been doing this for a very long time. It started by just adding oil into my face product or my moisturizer, and then from there it got into all these different crazy cocktails. Sometimes I mix them into like a jar. I do all sorts of stuff. So I put in like a good 3 drops of this. I've been very generous with this Drops of Youth, and oh my god, I swear I've noticed a difference in my face. Like, it's looked a lot younger since I started using that, so I am very impressed. And then finally this tanning oil. I just put in 1 drop. So today I have been very productive at work. It's been teleconferences all day. I'm really surprised by how efficient my work has managed to be. I think if this had happened even a year or 2 ago, we would not have done as well as we're doing right now. So we're lucky that we all have laptops and we all have access to teleconferencing. So it's going really well. And I'm really happy. Like, I feel very lucky that I still have my work to do through the day, because I think without it, I would just fall apart. Like, I need that, it's just like it takes up a considerable portion of my day actually working. So I feel like I'm not as lonely or as feeling aimless or whatever. So yeah, next I'm going to be using this Enchanted eye cream from Lush. It's actually their only eye cream. It's a sample. I'm really taking this opportunity to use up some of my samples that I've collected over the last few months. And I'm also really enjoying this eye cream. So I'm not sure I'd buy it though, so maybe I am enjoying it. I think it's good, but I mean, Lush is expensive. I'm not sure I would buy it. But it has been very nice on my eczema and just on my tired eyes as well. I'm allergic to my dogs, and being stuck in the house with them constantly 24/7 has not been really great for me or my skin. Today I was so productive, I have a list of stuff that I want to do throughout this quarantine, so maybe I'll share this with you. Next I'm going to do my brows. So I have this MAC lipstick. It's in Antique Velvet. It looks incredible on my lips. I wore it in my Oatbox unboxing video, And I just use an eyeliner brush, and I'm going to stick a little bit of this in my brows. I change my hair so often that I can't be buying brow products for for that match my hair color because I'm constantly changing my hair color. So I usually just get by with whatever I have. And so when I had purple hair, I was using a purple lipstick, and now I've got brown hair, so I'm using a brown lipstick. These MAC lipsticks actually make pretty decent brow stuff. This is a matte lipstick. So yeah, the first thing I have to do on my quarantine to-do list is my taxes. The tax deadline was extended, so there's no like particular rush, but I was really burned last year. My work forgot to take off my taxes for 3 months, so I had to pay all that income tax, and I was stupid and I didn't check my pay stubs because I just assumed they had it right, and so I had to pay a whole bunch of money to the government, and now I'm like traumatized and I don't want to do my taxes this year. But I will do them for me and my husband, so that's the first thing on my list. And currently I am using Gimme Brow from Benefit. I'm really enjoying this. Sometimes I use it just on its own, and I really, I'm surprised how much I'm liking this because I was never a brow mascara person, but it adds a little something extra, and I don't know, I just really like how the whole vibe is. So next, what am I gonna do? I am going to take this butter bronzer, which is never ending, and I think I'm gonna put some of it on my eyes. There, I think that's super pretty. So the second thing on my quarantine to-do list is to clean behind the stove. If that's not on your to-do list, add it to your to-do list because it's something that I think you're supposed to do once a year, but you basically don't. I haven't done it since I moved into this apartment, gosh, a couple of years ago, so I'm sure there's all sorts of really gross stuff back there. There's even like a little bit of a gap in between my stove and the counter, and I can see down there, and I know there's stuff down there, so that is gonna be a journey whenever my husband and I decide to do that. I'm gonna be very disappointed with myself if I do not do this stuff before quarantine ends, because if quarantine ends, then I'm never doing this stuff. Well, my taxes I will, because, you know, I'm scared of the government. The third thing on my list is to clean out the fridge. It's also a really good thing to do right now. I'm just taking this Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Volume 3 palette, and I'm going to take the darkest brown color and put it on top. It's like a shiny brown. Yeah, so I'm going to clean out the fridge and just like take all the drawers out and give those a clean, again, it's been probably years since I've done that, and there's some caked on grime, and it'll be good to do that and to clean that out. So that's probably going to be another day. Wow, I actually really like how this is turning out. I'm going to do some eyeliner. This is a ColourPop eyeliner. It was supposed to be blue, but it's not, it's black, and they were also really unhelpful when I contacted their customer service, so I'm not really a fan of them anymore. But I'm just gonna use it because I own it. And my fourth thing on my list is to organize my storage locker. I live in an apartment, so it's basically like our version of a shed. It's on the first floor, and it's absolutely stuffed to the top with paintball equipment and just stuff from my husband's many different jobs, and yeah, so we need to really clean that out and organize it, so that's my next thing on my list. Alright, now that's done. I just did a small line. I didn't wing it out or anything. It's just to emphasize my eyeline. And next I'm going to use this Tarte's Lights Camera Lashes mascara. Don't buy this if you have allergies or you cry a lot, because it is like a total mess if it gets wet. And where am I? So my next to-do thing is to organize my painting and my Dungeons and Dragons stuff. It's all currently in like a trunk, and I want to kind of organize it and find like a nice space for it so that I reach for it. D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, is like an old hobby of mine. I still have like a work group going, but I don't have like an after work group anymore. And so all that stuff can kind of be moved to the side or thrown out. And then painting is my new hobby, so I want to make room in that trunk for my painting stuff. I have an issue where, like, right here there's a gap in my lashes. Oh well. I think it still looks good. So what's next? Oh, another thing is to mop. They're not all cleaning, I promise, but most of them are. Is to move all of my furniture and mop or sweep and mop underneath all of the furniture. So I usually just use the Roomba. Because I have animals, I basically need to just have a Roomba going constantly. But it's been a long time since I've actually moved any of the furniture and actually cleaned the floor. So I'm gonna go ahead and move everything and then like sweep and mop underneath all the furniture. And hopefully that'll be good for my allergies too, to like actually get some of that fur out of the house. Whoa, it like turned out so much bigger on one side of my eye than the other. Alright, I don't think I'm gonna do any makeup. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll do just like a tiny bit of bronzer underneath my eyes. Usually I don't, because it like elongates my face if I don't have anything under my eyes, but I think it might look good, so. Cute. All right, so we're like nearly done. I do want to do some blush and maybe some bronzer as well. So I'm going to start with the blush. I'm going to use NARS Orgasm. I love this blush. I use like a generous amount and then I'll blend it out because it does fade throughout the day as well. I like that there's like a little bit of shimmer, and I've been actually using this basically as blush and highlight and not wearing highlight lately, and I'm really liking that because like see how it's shiny on the top? So like you almost don't really need to wear any highlighter. And then I'm gonna put a bit of the butter bronzer underneath. Yeah, just with the same brush. Alright, so another cleaning one, okay, these are like basically all cleaning, is to clean out the closets. So we've got some stuff in there that really we can start to throw out. So I'm going to clean out the closets, and actually at the bottom, I also added that I want to change out the winter and the summer clothes. Actually, it snowed yesterday, so it might be a little soon to do it, but I'm sure by the time this quarantine is over, it will properly be spring, so I can get rid of the winter clothes, put them in the storage locker, and just like keep the summer clothes out. I like to do that because then nothing ever gets hidden and I can like actually see what my options are for what I want to wear. So, what's next? Next I'm gonna put on some lipstick, and this is Half Caked Lip Fondant in Low Key. I'm really liking this. I got it in my latest Ipsy bag, and it looks terrible if you just like stick it on your lips, but it looks quite good if you just pat it on. And I haven't been feeling bright colors because it just doesn't feel right to wear bright colors in the middle of a crisis. So I've been liking how this is more like demure, more like muted. And I just kind of like pat it on like that. So next on my list is to redo my resume. My resume is pretty good actually, but I wrote it when I just started my career and I've just been adding on to the same like kind of format for years. And so there's some stuff on there that's maybe a bit too old or like could be worded better. And I just want to like redo it with my current career goals and my current like career situation in mind because it wasn't really written for that. So I think this is definitely a good chance for all of you who are at home like looking for stuff to do. Like definitely take out your resume, take out your cover letters, you know, maybe apply for some jobs, right? If they're still taking applications. Even if they don't look at it until this is all over. You know, this is a good time if your work is slowed down to maybe take a look at your resume and have some friends look at it and just kind of improve it. So that's another thing I want to do. I want to add a bit more. I'm feeling it a bit darker today. Sometimes I stopped there, but today I feel like it needs to be a bit darker. And the next thing on my list is actually to change my name. I got married last year and I've been meaning to change my name. I'm not getting rid of my last name completely. I'm making it my middle name. Anyway, I filled out all the forms at the time and then I lost them. So I'm gonna redo them and send them in. And oh, one last thing is I'm gonna clean out some of the drawers in the kitchen because they are just like stuffed full of stuff and like bits and bobs, and also they're very dusty at the bottom, so I'm going to clean out my drawers as well. And this is last step. I'm going to take this Bare Minerals Dew Mist. Isn't that pretty? It does have a little bit of glitter, so you definitely need to shake it before you use it, but I think it's really pretty. And I really like this eyeshadow, actually. Like, I think it came out really, like, sultry, and I like how it looks with my hair. And that's actually everything for my quarantine to-do list. So let me know if there's anything on there that you want to do or anything that I should add to my quarantine to-do list, because I'm definitely looking for more ideas. If this goes on, you know, more than another 2 weeks, like I'm definitely gonna need more things to do, but I'm feeling good about it for now and I'm in a good mood today. I definitely wasn't for the last few days, so if you're having a hard time, like, know that it's okay and it'll pass, and just try to embrace this pose, this, what is it, repose? Like this pause in your life, and, you know, see if there's any things that you can do that will make it easier for later when this is all over. So yeah, thank you for watching and please subscribe for more videos. Bye.